little bit is better than nothing, right? Like you can go to the gym and even if you only did one set of everything, the benefits of doing one set and having muscular contractions is so powerful. Just like going to stand in the sun for just 2 minutes to signal to your brain, these are your hormone centers of the brain, especially if you're older. If you're older, we lose the ability to regulate our hormones. So it does sound silly, and I've watched people, like I've told people about getting in the sunlight, because years ago, I realized that I thought that I just had this thought that I was losing muscle really, really fast, and that I was honestly just working too hard to maintain, and I was detached from the light. I didn't understand how the light affected our cells. And then one day I thought about it and I was like, well, I think I'm going to focus on laying in the sunlight. I'm gonna prioritize my light exposure over going to the gym. So if I lack time in any way, I would prioritize that. And then I started to learn about vitamin D and how important that is. Vitamin D is more like a hormone, so we need it for every single cell. And it just has a crucial role to play with literally everything in the body, especially cholesterol. And cholesterol is a very misunderstood topic. But the fact that we go into the light and we create dark nighttime hormones is just incredible. It's this in the body, like it might sound like I'm contradictory with things that I say, but the body is full of contradictory, right? Like in order to be more at peace, we actually have to practice stress, right? It's so beautiful, right? I mean, even every single breath that you're taking, you're contracting and expanding. Like everything is yin and yang. Everything is push and pull in the body, right? You can't stay stagnant forever, right? There's always change and evolution and ups and downs, just like the juggling. There's ups and downs, and you drop the ball and you pick it up again and you keep going. But yeah, I've had people like sit there and like just laugh at me when I've said like, or they've asked me how can I increase my testosterone, my muscle building. I talk about sunlight because everybody just thinks it has to be so hard, And my journey has been from really like doing way too much to now I consider my health very passive. I try to make it as passive as possible because I'm busy doing other things and I like to learn and research, and life is just busy with other things. If I was in the gym like I was when I first started, like 2 or 3 hours on the treadmill, the cardio, I was a cardio queen. If all you know how to do is cardio, cardio is going to be better than nothing. But learning how to weight train and the powers of that, because like when we weight train, because our mitochondria are essentially little bitty suns, we are creating melatonin in our body through weight training, right? Through exercising. I mean, we're creating it just by being awake, right? Through stimulating, right? The blue light stimulates cortisol. So when we stimulate cortisol, we're actually making more melatonin. This is another contradictory thing, right? It's like, what is going on? What is going on that everything seems like you go left and then like you find out the right way is right. Like, it's just this push and pull, this constant push and pull. And yeah, I don't know. If you think that going in the sunlight is silly, I just invite you to experiment, I mean, the reason I stopped training people was I retired. The reason why I stopped was because I felt like I can't brush your teeth for you. To some extent, like years ago, I sat to myself and I said, Rachel, nobody's going to come save you. You got to save yourself. Save yourself. I don't even know where my cell picture is today, but you know what I'm talking about? Save yourself. CELLF. Because your cells are waiting for you all the time. And it is the safety of that individual cell that is going to regulate your entire nervous system. You want to regulate your nervous system because if you regulate your nervous system, you're going to regulate your hormones. If we can regulate our hormones, we're going to have an easier time boosting our immune function, because if our hormones are regulated and more steady, our body can focus on hair, skin, and nails, right? It can focus on sexual reproduction, your libido, other things, right? You can focus on, you know, empathy with others and kindness and compassion with others rather than just like my only state of survival, me, I'm hungry, I need to feed, I need to, you know, rest. It's a state of chaos, right? And that's where we're at the cellular level. Most of us are at the cellular level. So it's so helpful to look up safety of the cell. Healthy fats in the diet are so important. And it's so important to get those unhealthy fats out. They're in absolutely everything. Those polyunsaturated fats, they're in skin products, they're in salad dressings. Most restaurants that you'll go eat at use seed oils. And it's just, we don't need to, you know. It's like beyond the point of needing to anymore. If you go into make a box of brownies or cookies and the box says that you need to use vegetable oil, you can substitute that with coconut oil. It's just, fat is used. This is why the seed oils are in everything, because fat is used, they call it an emulsifier. So it's just used for texture, and then it also preserves the shelf life longer, right? Because fat is stable. It's stable. When you eat a lot of fat, your blood sugar stays stable, your insulin stays more stable. Fat is stability. Fat is the component of every single cell membrane. It's the component of the myelin sheaths that are along the neurons of every single axis that you have in your brain. The brain's mostly fat. So fat is so important. But yeah, that was what was circulating through my mind today. I do hope that it's helpful, and if you have the opportunity to see the sunlight in the morning, do so for only, if only, 2 minutes. You know, sometimes when I feel really tired and I don't want to be out in the sun, depression doesn't like sunlight. But you can go out there and you can just close your eyes, okay? Let it just hit, okay? It's beautiful, it's beautiful. You'll get a little tan. You're a moving plant. We can absorb the light just like plants do. It's amazing. So I hope this was helpful for you. Like, share, and subscribe if you'd like to support this channel. Share it with your friends and your family. Tell them that you love them. Tell your grandparents to get out in the sun. Tell them that they need to hit this axis. When we're battling gravity, we need to hit that axis more than anything in the world. So anyway, as always, good luck, and I do my Venmo down below if you would like to donate. So thank you for watching.